Alright. Hi everybody! As promised last week, we're going to be doing our Breakfast with Community check-ins. There won't be any singing unless I get, let's go ahead and say unless I get 50 views on this video, there will be no singing. And if there's 100 views, I also won't do singing. We'll leave it up to a community vote. The more votes I get for doing my little jingle, the better. If you're not sure what jingle I'm talking about, don't worry about it. No one ever has to know. No one has to see that ever again.
It was so cute.
Yeah. Okay, so, today's check-in. Let me look at my notes. As you can see, I came prepared. There's stuff listed right there. So, Chalk Talk. For those of you who are familiar with the site and its history, we once had a feature called the Soapbox. It was extremely popular, and when it went away, there were a lot of really upset people.
It's still there.
It's still
just
there.
not on the front page.
Right. It's not.
That is a problem for us, but we're trying to.
We've been fighting. We've been fighting really, really hard to get it back on the front page. So, with that said, we're attempting to start a new initiative, and we're calling it Chalk Talk. The reason why we're changing the name from Soapbox to Chalk Talk is because we can't promise that it will be exactly the way Soapbox was, and we know that if it's not exactly what everyone remembers it to be, people might get a little upset, so we don't want to upset anybody.
And it doesn't mean Soapbox will ever go. I mean, the feature page is there. You can even see a newsletter. Like there's still like some exposure. You can go to the forums page and see the Soapbox listed. So it's like until that gets situated, we're trying to do Chalk Talk.
Right. The cool thing about Chalk Talk is that if we can get enough awesome user submissions, which we know you guys are fabulous writers, and so there won't be any shortage of that, I'm sure, we can get front page real estate, which means in that top slot, we can get you guys featured.
It's potential.
It's potential. Potentially featured. Potential, yes. That is the key word that I need to make sure. I can't promise front page real estate unless you guys are really awesome. And I mean super, super awesome. She's going to kill me. Okay, so that's the deal with Chalk Talk. For more information on that, I'll be writing a blog later this week, and you guys can check that out. I need to go back to my desk and do that eventually, because now Jody's like, oh, you promised it, so now write it. Okay.
Yes.
Next up, live streams. So right now, as we're talking, there's currently a live stream going on for a Dota-based game called Smash 'em Ups, I think, something along those lines.
I need to go check that out. I didn't know that's what they were doing.
Yeah, it's actually kind of, it's kind of neat looking. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Castle Crashers. I didn't have a whole lot of time to check it out because I was getting ready for this right here. Other than that, on Tuesday, we're going to be doing a Now Playing for Skyrim Dawnguard, which I hear Skyrim is kind of a game people like, right? It might be popular with the kids, maybe? Anyway. And then after that, on Wednesday, we're going to be doing Endless Space, Quantum Conundrum, and Spellforce 2. And Kevin Van Ord's going to be hosting that little talk, which should be going for what seems like most of the day if he's going to be covering all of that content. So, something else you should check out.
Should make sure he is hydrated, snacked, and everything.
Yeah,
we like to pamper.
Yeah, it's
kind of a community thing. It's like
we're nurturers. We care. Let's see here. Next up, so let's talk about games. Jody, what did you play this weekend? Aww.
The closest I got to gaming was mixing an app icon with Minecraft torch icon that was I worked a lot this weekend trying to catch up on stuff, and sadly my goal was to play some Star Wars The Old Republic because I haven't played in a while, so that's where I'm at. I was very bummed, so I'm gonna make her take off one of these days this week so she could just dedicate like a full solid period of time just to gaming, because I was kind of shameless with the amount of gaming I did this week. I got a babysitter, and I spent most of Saturday and Sunday playing a combination of games. Let's see here. I did Lollipop Chainsaw for the PlayStation 3. I did Little Big Planet for the PlayStation 3. I did Scott Pilgrim for the PlayStation 3. I'm kind of becoming a Sony fangirl at this point, I think. It's a little... You gotta be careful with her.
What? It's not my fault. I got a PlayStation 3, and I'm going to use it.
Yes, that makes sense.
So,
have you played, my two favorite on there is, actually, one of my good ones, is the Fat Princess. Have you finished that game on there?
No.
Oh.
I have not yet.
I did like the multiplayer mostly.
It's hard to find multiplayer for older games.
Bayonetta yet?
I have not yet tried Bayonetta. That is on my list. That, and I also haven't tried Uncharted yet, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that because they're gonna be like, you can't be a Sony fangirl unless you play Uncharted, which I hear you, and it's on the list. So
And,
deal with that.
and you're gonna roll into Comic-Con here,
Yes.
so if there's Bayonetta cosplay people, you need to show it to us because those heels are awesome!
Yes, Jody does love those fashion accessories.
Awesome!
See, like I can't pull off shoes like that. It's a height thing. I'm already 5'9" and a half,
Yep.
and plus heels. I'm already infinitely taller than
Yes.
this one, so it just gets awkward.
Mhm.
So Comic-Con's going to be amazing.
Mhm.
I hear we have some special little things planned. We can't necessarily talk about them, but if you are a fan of cosplay, you will probably really like what we have in
You will
store for you guys.
probably freak out.
Yes, it's
like-
really awesome.
I was pretty impressed. I think you guys will enjoy that.
I didn't believe it when they were like, this is going to happen, and I'm like, are you bending space-time continuums? We have the Doctor involved in some way, shape, or form. It's really neat. So let's see here, Comic-Con, and then let's go ahead and move on to our Awesome User of the Day award. Woo! Woo!
Explain the cat, please.
All right, so-
I think that's a LOL cats. You better not be LOL
It
catting
could,
him.
no, it could be a man cat. Why do you gotta judge?
LOL cat.
All right, so Zanelli.
Zanelli. I bet you it's Zanelli.
Zanelli. I'm totally butchering this name right now, but as you can see, I think it's actually appearing backwards because of the way we're filming here right now. But
Oh, you should totally make sure it's flipped next time.
yeah, next time learning. It's fun. Anyway, so this user, Zanelli, is a frequent fuser, which is awesome because Fuse is great, and apparently was a part of an initiative to find the top Fuse games during E3 2012. So to Zanelli, Mr. Nancat, I give you my Awesome User of the Day award.
And-
Jody, applause.
But I think like the imagery and everything was just so styling.
Right,
I mean
no,
that's
that
what
was-
made you just kind of go, "What is this?"
It totally
when you
made
load
it
up his
pop.
blog.
Right.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
really neat.
it was really awesome. So I'll try and post I will post the link in the description somewhere down here so you can check out Zanelli's blog, and it was quite amazing. So in honor of the fact that Jody was not able to play any Star Wars this week, which is quite is a sad fact, we're gonna go ahead and give away some swag because we're awesome like that. So we've got some shirts.
There is actually two.
There are
types.
two types of shirts.
And there is a butt logo, so you can show off your,
You can show
your
off your
fanny.
Your fanny.
With the logo.
And
brand.
we're also going to go ahead and give away this awesome collector's art book.
Can you flip through that because it kind of has like some.
Can I flip through it? I can certainly flip through it. So here's the amazing, albeit biased logo
Yum,
right
yum,
here
yum.
for those of you who are rebels, like rebel scum. I'm sorry.
It even has like the way the gates, the doorways go in and stuff. It's very.
So I'm gonna try not to bend the binding too much because I see people do this a lot on the spot and it always makes me cringe. When I'm like, oh god, please stop, please just don't do it. So
yes, show the bend. Show the bend.
Oh, yes,
The
so-
crease. You are fine now.
yes, thanks Jody. So as you can see,
The crease is very
it's
very fine.
We're good. I trust me, I understand your plight as far as keeping collector things collectible.
So how do they get this?
So how do you get this? This is a great question. So let's just say if you comment either on YouTube or on GameSpot, preferably GameSpot.com because it's easier for us to figure out who you are.
On the feature page?
On the feature page, all you have to do is say what side you're on. Are you a rebel scum or are you a part of the few, the proud, and the empire? Jody, are you
Scum? I'm usually neutral when I play.
Okay, you can't be... Somebody tell her you can't be on the fence when it comes to this. You're either rebel scum or you're part of the awesome empire.
I was like for 4 months in Star Wars Galaxies neutral, and it got me so sad when I started getting attacked when I became rebel. I did. So I'm actually in
So
the
you're-
Old Republic.
you're a rebel.
Oh no, in the Old Republic I'm Sith.
You're a rebel. You're okay, so you're a Sith?
But that I changed.
You're a Sith at heart?
Yes.
Okay, so
I've been really, really mean in the game.
that's so hard to
Been
believe.
capping fathers.
You being mean, I'm shocked. And just shocked. Anyway, so that was our community check-in for today. We're probably going to be doing these
whenever we want.
whenever we want. We'll do our best to do them fairly frequently. You should probably see a bunch of them during Comic-Con, probably similar to the morning check-ins.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Tell us what you liked, tell us what you didn't like.
And that's
And
all.
that's pretty much it. So
That's
we're-
all,
Bye.
folks.
I'm going to turn this off right now. Boop.